Hi everyone, welcome to this demo of AIcoo. For the demo, we have prepared the project SAP Tableau integration. The project is a typical IT project in which the two IT systems, SAP and Tableau, are integrated. As stakeholders, we first have the project manager, Oliver. That's me. Moreover, we have Emma as the SAP developer, Gregor as the business analyst, and Jonas as the data scientist. So, let's look into this project that we have prepared. When opening it, we see a Gantt chart, as we also know from other project management platforms like MS Project. The big difference is that here in AIcoo, we directly see where updates are required, as highlighted by the red indicator. So let's check why the AI proposes an update here and what needs to be updated. Clicking on it will open a pop-up, and at the top, we see that AIcoo processed an email that led to the conclusion that the project plan requires an update. The email says, "Hi Oliver, I booked the penetration test at Pen 4 Sys. It will start on the March 24th and be finalized on the March 30th. Therefore, we must make sure to finalize the data security assessment latest by March 23rd as it is required to start the pen test. Best, Jonas." So, according to the email, the data security assessment needs to be finished before starting the penetration test. Looking down at the task parameters, that is exactly what AIcoo also proposes, updating the deadline. After checking that everything is correct, we can update the task with one click. As you can see, the deadline is now shifted. Now that we have done this, we need to connect the data security assessment to the penetration test. However, as you can see, the penetration test is not yet defined in the project plan. But there is one proposal open to create a new task. Following this proposal shows that our first guess was right. AIcoo proposes creating a new task for the penetration test based on the same email that we just have read. Again, with one click, the task appears in the project plan. Now that we have updated the project plan, there is only one thing that a project manager should still do when shifting the deadline of a task to an earlier point in time. Align with the respective task assignee, in this case, Gregor. To save time, AIcoo has already prepared something here. Clicking on the Proposal Mail button, following the blue symbol, will guide us to a fully drafted email. And the good thing is, the email directly opens in your selected email provider. As we use mail to links, no installation is required, and every email provider is supported. As you can see, the email is addressed to Gregor and informs him about the new situation. The email can be sent directly or adjusted beforehand if needed. So this all looks great, but how does AIcoo know about all this communication in the project? To better understand this, let's write an email. For that, we open the mail program of Emma, the SAP developer, where we have already prepared an email for this demo. For the test version, we decided to create a dedicated email address for AIcoo for every project and to ask the stakeholders to keep the AI in CC for every email to the project manager. This is why you see two email addresses for the recipients, Oliver, the project manager, and AIcoo, his AI assistant. Hi Oliver, as I am on holiday next week, finalizing the system architecture design will take a bit longer. But that shouldn't be an issue for Jonas and me. For both the SAP and the Tableau interface implementation, we can still deliver as planned despite shifting the start date. Best, Emma. So let's send it out. When opening AIcoo a bit later, we indeed see new proposals within our planning. First, we recognize that the SAP interface implementation will start later but, as outlined in the email, can still be delivered as planned. And the same applies to the Tableau interface implementation. Lastly, we also update the system architecture design, which is delayed because of Emma's holiday. When updating this task, the screen freezes and AIcoo processes the update. The reason is that the AI identified a misalignment because, as you can see, the SAP and Tableau implementations are not the only impacted tasks. Emma forgot about the data security assessment. Luckily, the AI detected the misalignment and directly proposes an email to resolve it. So, as you saw in the demo, 2 emails were written that caused a cascade of required task updates, task creations, and emails that needed to be sent out. In today's fast-paced work environment, it's no surprise that project managers spend 90% of their time communicating while managing frequent project changes. AIcoo streamlines this process, helping project managers maintain a clear overview, enhance project quality, and save valuable time by handling repetitive tasks.